How to make yourself follow through? This is an important question I received from a guy called Dave, who writes to me a very interesting email. I think the kind of email that I think you might all be at one point in your life feeling and thinking. So let's have a look at what he writes. Hello, Jonathan. Dave here. I get excited about starting something new, but then I give up. How do I make myself follow through? By the way, I watch all your videos, inspiring and uplifting, and I sometimes lurk on Periscope as well. That's great, Dave. So, yeah, getting excited about starting something new, but then I give up. How do I make myself follow through? So this is a very important topic for me personally, Dave. So I appreciate the fact that you are bringing that up, and I think that it is a subject that many people are afraid to admit. People are afraid to admit that that they are beginning something new, and sometimes they don't even want to tell other people that they're starting something new because they're afraid that people will laugh about them when they decide to leave that something. So let me share with you a few short, quick tips. First of all, there is nothing bad in starting something new. You might be very intuitive and just listening to yourself and starting something and then feeling like that's not the right thing for you and finishing that right in the beginning. So don't put yourself down for sometimes beginning something and then deciding that it's not the right things, because oftentimes it's better to stop something at the very beginning. So let's begin with that it's not always bad to drop something in the beginning. All right, sometimes you may feel like, what, I thought this might be the thing, but it's not the right thing for me, and you might just want to drop that, and that's fine, that's cool. All right, so that's the first thing. Second of all, and I understand that what you're saying is that you feel like this one is chronic, you feel like this is happening again and again. I would say that the most important thing has to do with defining why you want to do what you do. This I got from Les Brown, who is a great mentor for me. I really look up to him. He's probably one of the best motivational speakers in the world. And Les Brown says that you have to have 5 reasons why you're doing what you're doing. So basically, Dave, if you are starting a new venture or a new entrepreneurial effort or project or whatever, basically it will always be difficult. And even if it's easy at the beginning, eventually it's going to get difficult. And the reason I'm saying that is that I want you to have good enough reasons. The reasons will be your rod and staff to comfort you. There will be the things that you can fall on and then bounce back. So this will be your muscles. What do I mean by finding those reasons? For me, when it comes to starting something new, I always ask myself if it feels right to me or not. So I'm trying to listen to my intuition, and if my intuition tells me this is right, then I go for it. And when I want to quit, which is often, I remember that I want to live the life that I was born to live. Thank you, Tara, for sharing. I want to be able to provide to my family, to my future children. I want to be able to support them fully. I really want them to have everything that I would like to give them, not making them spoiled, but at the same time having the possibility to actually give them everything that I feel. Also, I want to be able to really kind of do a little bit of, I guess it's like a revenge when it comes to my childhood. I grew up without many means, and when I think of the child that visited the friends' homes and saw their nice computer and their fridge filled with food, that makes me kind of kind of empathetic towards the child that I used to be, and that makes me want to be really successful in everything that I'm doing in order to eventually have the money and the ability to change my life. You understand? So part of my drive in being an artist in the past decade and really building a thriving business as an artist selling in galleries around the world was I really wanted to kind of have the revenge in comparison to the background from which I came. It's Frank Sinatra that said that the best revenge is massive success. And I just love this quote. The best revenge is massive success. So I want to be massively successful because of the humble beginnings, the humble background from which my family of immigrants came. So basically this is a third reason. And the fourth reason that I can share with you is that I want to build peace schools in Israel and in the Middle East, and I want to have the money and I want to have the stamina and the power and the ability to raise money and to be a good enough, developed enough person to kind of lift this sort of project. And the other things is that I want to travel the world and I want to live the life that, so I have these reasons, and whenever it's difficult and whenever I'm down and this is too difficult for me, I will not be able to put this together, or this is like the fifth time I'm failing at this, this might not be the right thing, why should I stick to it? Whenever I want to give up, I have the reasons to lift me up. I have the reasons to lift me up. So what I want to encourage you is to sit down and to write 5 reasons. This is something that I do with people that I coach. I have this guy who told me, we didn't have money for the bus ride, so basically I had to ride my bicycle every morning to school, and it was a long distance, and sometimes I had to do it in the rain. So when I visualize that child, I really get back to the game, and I'm like, you know what? For that child, I'm going to push myself to the next level. I have another person who came from an affluent family, but was never regarded as a very successful or very brilliant or very smart, just like kind of being that spoiled brat. That's what he was referred to, and that's what he sensed throughout his life. So one of his reasons is to really prove to himself what he can do, and that's really important for him. So basically I want to really push you, nudge you into actually sitting and writing down your whys. When you have your whys, when you have your reasons, you will find that you do not, as you write in your email, get excited but then drop it. And you will start to find that you follow through. It's not so much about your character. You shouldn't give yourself a hard time. This is part of my character. I'm just not that kind of person that follows through. It has nothing to do with that. It really has to do with your reasons. Your reasons are your fuel. Get enough reasons, get enough fuel, and your car will take you wherever you want. So when it comes to anxiety, when it comes to fear, again, strong enough reasons can always push the fear aside, because you will always have fear and you will always have anxiety, and when the reasons are strong enough, they will just drive you to do that thing that you are afraid, whether it's public speaking, whether it is asking for a raise, whether it is hitting on a girl, whether it is starting a new venture, whether it is improving relationships that are in a big mess for many years. So when you're having good enough reasons, that will drive you. So write those reasons down. I want to encourage you, all of you guys, not only Dave, all of you guys watching this, I want to encourage you to write here below, what are your reasons? And I want this conversation to get started because I want us to be inspired by one another. Write to me, what are your reasons for following through on whatever it is that your goals are, whether it is dieting, whether it is contributing to society, whether it is starting a business, whether it is improving on your career. Our hunger awakens our creativity and drive to overcome obstacles and boldly face our fears. I love that, Numba, exactly. And Tara is saying, my children, I completely agree. For me, it is my future children that are already, pushing me to the next level. Hallel is pregnant in her 5th month. So in 4 months, I'm going to be a daddy. And I've already noticed how adding that to my list of whys, to my why do I do what I do, already improves my drive and makes me, push myself to the next level. So I want to encourage you. Thank you so much. I want to encourage you to have your whys. So write your whys down below. I'm very intrigued to read that, and make sure to not just like watch this video and tag along and forget about this. This is important, guys. If you have watched this film all the way through to this moment, it means that there is something within you that makes you want to kick yourself and really push yourself to be who you were meant to be, to do what you were meant to do. And if you have that, and if it's within you, and if you've taken the time to watch it until now, then grab a pen and a paper and start doing it right now. Right now. I'm waiting. Right now. Start writing. I'm interested to hear your reasons. Just do it. Overcome the obstacles I make up in my mind. Ego. Exactly, Marsha. I'm so looking forward to seeing the daddy in you develop. Thank you so much, Numba. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow my channel and subscribe. I would love to see you in my next videos. Do send me your questions. I thrive on your questions and I love to help, as you can probably sense. So send me an email to kislevtv@gmail.com, or tweet me at kislevtv, Facebook me Kis-Lev TV, YouTube Kis-Lev TV, everywhere is Kis-Lev TV. I would love to hear your questions and to see how I can help you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.